My dear children, you are all warmly welcome to our Vidyalakshmi YouTube channel. I am Mrs. Lata from Botany Department. So, I hope I will make you to understand the concept very easily. Today, we are going to see the TS of mature anther in the reproduction in plants, the first chapter. Okay, we are going to see the TS of mature anther. Shall we enter to the class now? So, TS of mature anther is a transverse section of mature anther. Okay. So, it is the transverse section of mature anther has a cavity. Okay, the cavity is covered by a anther wall. Okay, so how many wall layers are there? It has a 4 wall layers. There is a epidermis, endothecium, and another one is a middle layer, and innermost layer is the tapetum. Okay, so actually, what is the structure of that is the anther? The anther has a 2 lobed. Okay, so 2 lobed means it consists of 2 theca is present. So, each lobe is considered as a single theca. This is one theca, this is another theca. Okay, it has a 2 thecas are there. Okay, but it has a 4 lobed inside. Okay, this is a bilobed in structure. So, how many? So, lobed in the inner region we can see the 4 lobed. So, that is a sacs like structure. Inside the sacs the anthers are there. Okay. The 4 sacs, that is a 4 sporangias are present. Okay, so that is known as a tetrasporangiate in condition. This is called a tetrasporangiate in condition. That is a pollen sacs. That is a microsporangia. It has a 4 microsporangia. That is a tetrasporangiate in conditions. That is known as so bilobed and 2 theca tetrasporangiate in condition. So, the anther cavity is surrounded by a anther wall. It consists of a 4 layers. We will see one by one. So, the first layer is the epidermis. Okay. So, what is the epidermis? Epidermis is the outermost layer, isn't it? The epidermis is used to protective in function. They have to protect the internal tissues. So, what is the structure of epidermis? Epidermis is the rectangular in shape. This is the epidermis. The epidermis is rectangular in shape. This is also made up of the parenchymatous cells. This is a rectangular in shape. This is made up of parenchymatous cells. This is a single layer. Okay, and this is compactly arranged without intercellular space. So, what is the main function? They have to protective internal tissues. Okay, so this is the epidermis. So, the epidermis is undergoing the divisions. So, what type of division is occur in the epidermis? It consists of your anticlinal divisions. Anticlinal division means that is a division is not parallel to the previous cells, not parallel to the cells. That is here perpendicular to the cells. So, that is known as here anticlinal divisions. Okay, which is undergoing the anticlinal division to form a, so they have to enlarge the tissues. That is a cope up with the rapidly enlarging tissues. Okay, so it means they have to responsible for the internal tissues. The whatever the things, the process takes place internal tissue. So, that is எல்லா tissues உள்ள நடக்கக்கூடிய எல்லா விஷயத்துக்கும் வந்து so that is responsible. That is a cope up with rapidly enlarging internal tissues. That is the functions of epidermis. Okay. And next we will see that there is a next layer, that is a endothecium. So, endothecium is a next to the epidermal regions. Okay. So, next to the epidermal region, so a single layer is there. So, that is known as a endothecium layer. Okay. So, endothecium also single layer, that is compactly arranged. That is a similar to the endodermis in the root. Root la endodermis படிச்சிருக்கோம். அதே மாதிரி stem la endodermis we studied in the last year, isn't it? That's a similar to that. So, this is the first layer. First layer வந்து இதுதான் பார்த்தோம். This is the epidermis. Okay. In the second layer, that is your endothecium. Okay. So, the endothecium is made up of parenchymatous cells, that is a single layer and compactly arranged without intercellular spaces. Okay. So, this is the endothecium. We can see a thickening, a band is there. Okay. So, the thickening, we can see the thickening in the tangential wall. இதுதான் வந்து நம்ம tangential wall அப்படினு சொல்றோம். இந்த tangential wall ல thickening இருக்கு. And we can sometimes we can see the thickening in the radial wall. So, this is a tangential wall. Tangential wall. And we can see the thickening in the radial wall also. So, tangential wall and radial wall has a thickening. There is a thick band we can see in the endothecium. Okay. So, this thickening is made up of, that is your subrine. Okay, this thickening is made up of, that is your lignin. Okay, even the cellulose is also present. Okay, the thickening varadu karanam enna appadina, that is your cellulose, the one of the cell wall material. Okay, another one is your lignin, lignified regions. Okay, so in that root we studied, that is your thickening is there, that thickening is made up of subrine. Okay, in the thickening, such a thickening is absent in some hydrophytic plant, that's aquatic plants. Okay, so in the thickening edhulala absent aayirukku appdinu pathina, so that is a saprophytes, clistogamous flaws, extreme parasites, the endothelial differentiation is absent. Okay, we can see the endothelial differentiations in the angiospermic plant. So what is the nature of endothelium? The endothelium is a hygroscopic in nature. Actually, that is a hygroscopic, means they have to absorb more water. Okay, that's a hygroscopic in nature. So this is helping for dehiscence of the anther. Okay. The cells, what is the important regions in the endothelium? Okay, the endothelium consists of a stomium. So what is the stomium? So we can see the stomium in the junctions of the two microsporangia. This is the one microsporangia, this is another. Okay, when the both microsporangia is junction at your regions, so this region is considered as your, so that is your stomium regions. We cannot see any thickening in this region. So this region is very thin. The region pathina romba thinna irukum. Okay, so inga vandu thickening vandu kedaiyadu. Where we can see this region, when the two microsporangia is meet to one another, and the junction la da the region paaka mudiyum. So this is very important region. So this is along with the hygroscopic nature of the endothelium to liberate the pollen grains during at the maturity. Okay, so pollen grains liberate பண்றதுக்கு இந்த region வந்து ரொம்ப useful ஆ இருக்கு. The stomium is very important 2 mark questions. Okay, that is asked in the board examinations. Last year கூட இது கேட்டிருக்காங்க அந்த question. It's very important for that. And what is the endothelium? Endothelium is next to the epidermal layer. So the endothelium is hygroscopic in nature. It has a thickening in the tangential wall and radial wall thickening. So that thickening is made up of lignin, cellulose and some other cell wall materials. Mostly that is present in the tangential wall. In some plants the radial walls also we can see the thickening. Okay, and very important region, that is a stomium. Stomium is a very thin region that is present in the, so that is a junctions of between the junctions of two microsporangia. Yeah, so between the two microsporangia, that region is called as a junction region solrom. Anga da vandu and thinner layer irukku. So that is a stomium. Stomium is a very helpful for dehiscence of the anther, that is doing the job along with the, that is a hygroscopic nature of endothelium. And next layer we are going to see, that is a middle layer. Okay, so next to the endothelium, the few layers, 2 to 3 layers we consider as a middle layers. The middle layer is not we cannot see any continuations in this layer. So this is ephemeral in conditions. Ephemeral abdingiradhu enna appadina, they can complete the life cycle within a short period. So அதனுடைய லைஃப் சைக்கிள் சீக்கிரமா வந்து கம்ப்ளீட் பண்றோம். அதுக்கு தான் எஃபிமல்ஸ் அப்படினு சொல்றோம். So this is disintegrates or get crushed during the maturity. Okay, so during the maturity it will disintegrated. Okay, so this is also act as here to reserve the food material. Okay, they have to supply the food material to the developing, so the microspores. Okay, that's the middle layer. So next to the middle layer we are going to see the tapetum. Okay, tapetum is the innermost layer of the, so T.S. of anther, innermost layer of the anther wall is a tapetum. Okay, so tapetum it's a dwell in origin. இது ஏன் நம்ம dwell in origin அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம்னா, so this is derived from the two layers. One is the peripheral layer ல இருந்து இது வந்து ஃபார்ம் ஆயிருக்கு, and another one from the connective tissues. That is a dwell in origin. Okay, they have to nourish us the developing sporogenous tissues, and another one is a microspore and microspore mother cells. அதுக்கெல்லாம் வந்து they have to supply the food materials. Okay, supplying the developing, nourishes the developing sporogenous tissues, microspore mother cell and microspores. Okay, so they have to contribute to the wall materials, actually sporopollenin, pollen kit, so tryphene, these are all the cell wall materials of the pollen grains. The sporopollenin is very important for that is a pollen grains. Okay, the sporopollenin, they have to keep the pollen grains in the long periods. Okay, so they have, we can store the we can store the pollen grains in long periods because the presence of the sporopollenin. Okay, so the pollen gate is also that present in the surface of the pollen grains. This is your orange too, that is yellow in color. So this is a viscous in nature. They have to attract the insects for the pollinations. And another trypin is also present there. And number of proteins are also present in the tapetum. So they have to control the incompatibility reactions. Incompatibility reactions அப்படினு சொல்லக்கூடியது so ஒவ்வாமை அப்படினு சொல்லுவாங்க. Some of the pollen grains are not adjust on the, that is a stigma of the flowers. Okay, so that is that incompatibility will be prevented by the number of proteins. Okay, that problem will be solved by the presence of number of proteins in the tapetum. And this is also control the fertility and the sterility of the pollen grains. Okay, ஒரு pollen grains வந்து fertile இருக்கணுமா இல்ல sterile இருக்கணுமா அப்படிங்கறத வந்து determine பண்ணக்கூடியது எது அப்படினா so இந்த proteins are. So these proteins are present in the tapetum. Tapetத்துல இருக்கிறதுனால தான் அது வந்து control பண்ண முடியுது, அது வந்து determine பண்ண முடியுது. Okay, so what are the types of the tapetum? The tapetums are divided into two. One is a secretory tapetum, another one is a invasive tapetum. So secretory tapetum is otherwise called that's a parietal tapetum, then a glandular tapetum or cellular tapetum. Okay, so what is the functions of the secretory tapetum? That is a tapetum is a retain the original positions. Okay, because the presence of that they have to retain the original positions and they have to maintain the integrity between the cells, and this is also nourishes the developing microspores. Okay, already the tapetum we know that the tapetum is nourishes the so that food material to that and the developing microspores. Yeah, so this is also they have to maintain that process. And what about the invasive tapetum? Invasive tapetum is otherwise called that is a amoeboid tapetum. So what is the characters of amoeboid? Amoeboid tapetum. Okay, so in this tapetum, so all the tangential radial walls will break, they have to release the protoplasm, all the protoplasm, the content, they have to surround the pollen grains. Okay, so pollen grains சுத்தி வந்து form பண்ணிட்டு they have to nourishes the so developing microspores. அதுக்கு தேவையான nutrition வந்து இது வந்து என்ன பண்ணு, they have to supply the nutrition for that. So that is the functions of that is a invasive tapetum. The invasive tapetum retains that invasive tapetum, that cells lose their inner tangential and radial wall, and the protoplasm of the tapetal cell is a colossus. Okay, colossus அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து என்னன்னா so everything is come together. Okay, to form a periplasmodium. Okay, that is a amoeboid movement. We can see that amoeboid movement in this structure. Okay, so this is the amoeboid tapetum, and another one is a secretory tapetum அப்படினு சொல்றோம். Even the secretory tapetum is also they have to give the ubbish bodies. Ubbish bodies. So ubbish bodies, they have to produce the ubbish bodies. So ubbish bodies are very important for the formations of sporopollenin in the surface of the pollen grains. The sporopollenin is giving the some so external structure, the sculpturing or ornamental structure வந்து கொடுக்கும் அந்த sporopollenin. So this is very important for that identification of the plants and classification of the plants. So what are the types of tapetum is very important, 3 mark question children. So functions of the tapetum, the first one to supply the nutrition to the developing microspores. Okay, so this is the basic functions of the tapetum. And next one they have to contribute the sporopollenin. The sporopollenin is contributed by, so that is the tapetum through the ubbish bodies. Already I explained ubbish bodies are so produced from the secretory tapetum. And another one is a pollen kit materials. The pollen kit materials attract the insects for the pollen grains. You can see the picture here. So they have to attract the insects for the pollinations, isn't it? So later it is developed into the surface of the pollen grains. And exine protein, okay, the protein is very important for, so that's responsible for the rejection and reactions. If they have any so unknown stigma is there, they have to reject the germinations. Okay, the exine protein வந்து என்ன பண்ணுனா, so இப்போ ஒரு the stigma is, the pollen grains are shed on the stigma of any flower. If it is compatibility இருந்துச்சு அப்படினா, if it is suitable they will undergoing the germination, otherwise it will be so rejected. Okay, the stigma is present in the cavities of the exine. The exine protein responsible for rejection reactions of the stigma are present in the cavities of the so exine. Exine la வந்து அந்த proteins வந்து இருக்குது. These proteins are derived from the tapetal cells. Okay, so actually everything is derived from the most of the things are derived from the tapetal cells. எல்லாமே mostly வந்து tapetal cells ல இருந்து நமக்கு derive ஆகுது. Okay, So that is the functions of tapetum. The functions of tapetum is very important 5 mark questions, even 3 mark, illana 2 mark questions la kuda idu kekkalam. Idhil irukkudiya each and every point is very essential. Okay, the first point is which is supplying the nutrition to the developing microspores, and second point they have to produce the sporopollenin. So sporopollenin is formed from the through Ubish bodies appdinu sonna. Ubish bodies produce pannakudiyadhu vandu secretory tapetum, and pollen kit materials appdinu sollavana, that's outer surface, the beautiful color, that is a orange to, that is a yellow to orange color is there. Okay, so that is attractive region in the pollen grains, that is attract the insects for the pollinations, other recall panikonga. So this is also derived from the tapetal cells, and later that is placed in the surface of the pollen grains. Okay, and the exine protein is responsible for rejection and reactions of the stigma. Stigma வந்து reject பண்றது இல்ல react பண்றது வந்து the exine proteins that is present in the cavities, and these proteins are derived from the tapetal cells. Okay, so this is a very important points everyone, that is important for that examination point of view. And next things is here anther wall. After the anther wall we will see the anther cavity. Okay, so the anther cavity is filled with microspores in the young stages. Okay, so adhe microspores vandu in the during the mature stage that is converted as a pollen grains. Eppadi maarudhu pollen grains adu maru. Appo young stage la irukakudiyadha enna solrom microspores attain the maturity, that is considered as a pollen grains. Okay, so how the microspores are formed we know very well. So microspores are formed from the, that is haploid microspores are formed from the, so that's a diploid microspore mother cell. So as a process of that is another meiotic divisions. Okay, so microspore are haploid in nature. And next we will see that there is a connective tissue. So the connective tissues, as per the name, there is a connective to each and every one. Okay, so that consists of the vascular tissues. Idhula enna irukku nu pathina vascular tissues irukku. What is the functions of vascular tissue? They have to supply that water and minerals and food materials. So and this is also contribute to the inner tapetum. Okay, actually this is a sterile tissues. Inga vandu endha divisions edume irukka, sterile tissues. So this is surrounded by the 4 lobes. Idhula pathina ungalku clear ah theriyum. So that connective tissues are surrounded by, this is a connective tissue, the connective tissues are surrounded by 4 lobes. Okay, and the 4 lobes are surrounds the connective tissues. Okay. So it is also contribute to the inner tapetum. Okay, my dear children, in this video we studied the structure of, that's the TS of anther. You have to recall once again. So what is in the TS of anther? In the TS of anther, it has a cavity. The cavity is surrounded by an anther wall. The anther wall consists of 4 layers. The first layer is the epidermis, second layer is the, that is the endothecium, and third layer is a middle layer, and fourth layer is a tapetum. And we studied the types of tapetum, that is amoeboid tapetum, another one is a secretory tapetum, and we studied the functions of tapetum also, isn't it? So another one is anther cavity and connective tissues. Okay, so thank you children.